Hello students, welcome to my lecture series on vector calculus. In the previous class, we have discussed some problems related to the line integrals. So with that, line integrals are finished. Now we'll see the surface integrals. So in this class, I will discuss the surface integrals, then followed by the volume integrals. Okay, fine. Surface integrals. Surface integration. Okay, let us take any surface in xy plane. Let us say I am taking a coordinate system of x, y and z, xyz coordinate system. Let us say I have a surface. Let's say we have a surface will be like this. This is the surface. Okay, so fine. So this is the surface. Its area we need to estimate. This is the surface area. We need to estimate its area. The problem is we need to estimate this area. So definitely we have the equation of this. So this is, let's say, a function which is defined in Cartesian coordinate system as some x, y, z. Okay, we need to determine this integration across this surface. The first of all, let us define what is the surface integration. The surface integration is defined as a double integral of vector field f dot with ds. So this integral we call as the surface integral. What is ds will be here? I can consider some element, a small element will be I can consider here. This is a small element we are considering, and I can draw the normal to surface at this particular point. Normal to this surface. Let us say this is the vector which is normal to the given surface. Okay, so that means this integration even further will be simplified as f dot ds can be written as its vector is n cap into ds, that is equal to I. So here n cap is the unit normal. Here n cap is a unit normal to the surface. We know this normal will be defined as ఎలా డిఫైన్ చేస్తుంటామయ్యా మనం. If I know that surface equation, so gradient of phi, suppose if phi is given as a surface equation divided by magnitude of gradient of phi, this is unit normal to the surface. So I'm sorry, let's say the surface equation will be like this. So this surface equation may be some phi is a function of x, y, z. Now I have a vector field here. Let's say that vector field may be defined like this. This is the vector field. These are the vector fields. So this may be defined some f. This may be defined as some f is a function of x comma y comma z. Okay, so we need to calculate how this field is linked with this surface. You can say it is a circulation of this field across the surface. So it is defined as the scalar product of field with the area vector. So area vector ela kanukuntamante, so area vector is simply the normal drawn to the surface. So normal nu manamu idi already meeku cheppunnanu nenu vector calculus lo what is the meaning of gradient or otherwise directional derivative అన్న టాపిక్ లో మనం ఆల్రెడీ మనం తెలుసుకున్నాం. ఇది దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ద డిఫికల్ట్ టాస్క్. ఓకే ఫైన్. Yeah, now let us see if I have the closed surface. Suppose what happens if I have the closed surface. Suppose if I have the closed surface, then that is defined as a flux. At that case, how we define the flux here? So flux through a closed surface. Let's say I have a closed surface. Let's say I have a closed surface, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Let us say I have any closed surface. It may be in the form of cube or whatever it may be. That surface must be closed. The surface may be like this. The surface must be closed. The surface must be closed. Maybe some parallelogram. This is the closed surface. Then there is some vector field. Let's say there is some vector field is there. Now I want to calculate how this vector field is associated with this closed surface. Let's say this vector field is the F. Now circulation of the flux is defined as again it is the surface integral, obviously, F dot, then again it is n cap ds, but the thing is it is closed. It is the closed integral. Okay, even you can indicate it will be like this also, only single integration, closed, but you put the s here. S indicates it will be the surface, F dot n cap ds. So when we take examples, then you will understand what is the surface integral and everything. Okay, fine. Yeah, so while applying to the problems, so what is the problem solving methods we adopt here? So problem solving techniques. Problem solving technique. So as we need to determine the surface integration, that is defined as, so F dot n cap into ds. Okay, so this is the surface integration we need to perform. So they will provide what is the vector field F and what is the surface, the proper limits, then we can perform. Okay, fine. So the projections will take the projection of the surface under the manam teeskunnam. Let's say I am taking here x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Let's say I have a surface, ordinary some general surface will be like this. The general surface will be there. Then what is its projection in xy plane? What is its projection in xy plane? That is required for me. So this is the surface. I need to calculate its projection in xy plane. So let's say this has a, I am taking an elementary strip here. This is the elementary strip I am taking here. This is the elementary strip I am taking. Let's say it has a normal will be in this direction. Maybe some n cap will be the normal here. Now I want to see its projection on xy plane. So its projection on xy plane. This is its projection on xy plane. Okay. This is the projection in xy plane. So let's say normal to the xy plane. What is the normal to the xy plane, guys? Normal to the xy plane obviously z axis. Normal to the xy plane obviously z axis. So this is normal to the xy plane, that is k cap. Let's say which makes an angle some alpha here, and this is the ds is a vector element. ds. Let's say this will be of some dA. The projection area is of dA. Okay, so obviously the projection along k here. So what is the ds vector dot k cap will give obviously dA. It is giving the dA. So but what is dA here? So this is the x component which is parallel to the x-axis, one is parallel to the y-axis. The parallel to the x-axis is the dx and dy. These are the dx and dy here. So ds can be written as the magnitude ds into the direction is n dot k into dA. So ds n dot k cap will be is equal to dA is simply dx into dy. So from here, what can I write for the ds? So from here I can write for ds will be is equal to dx dy divided by n dot k. So when I take the projection in xy plane, I have the integration will be like this. So that means now what I can write here? Now finally what I can write here? Therefore our integration will become, then our integration I will become, so surface integration f dot n cap ds will be is equal to surface integration f dot no change in n cap, but in place of dx I can write dx dy by n dot k cap, of course magnitude n dot k cap. So this is the projection in xy plane. This is the projection in xy plane. Similarly, even you can consider the same thing projections in yz plane also. Similarly, the surface integral again we can write it is like this: f dot n cap ds is the original integration we can take. Suppose if I can take in yz plane projection. So what is the normal to yz plane? X. That is f dot n cap dy dz divided by dot product with n and I. Similarly, the projection in zx plane. The zx plane. X z divided by, what is the normal to the zx plane? That is I j cap along y axis. Okay, so the means while problem solving you can take any one of this, like you can take projection in the xy plane, or otherwise projection in the yz plane, or projection in the zx plane. The given problem, the complicated problem, will simply convert into integration in a plane అయితే అది విన్ నార్మల్ కోఆర్డినేట్స్, నార్మల్ రెక్టిలినియర్ కోఆర్డినేట్స్ లైక్ ప్రాబ్లం అన్నది మనకు కన్వర్ట్ అయిపోతుంది. ఇఫ్ రిక్వైర్డ్ ఐ షో యూ ఇమేజెస్. So if you images for you before going to the solid problems. Yeah, let's say for example this is the surface integral I need to calculate. This is the surface integral we need to calculate. So same thing. When we take its projection, how it will become. See, this is the surface integral I need to calculate, and finally how this surface integral is became. Okay. 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 So let us see here. It clearly indicates. So this is the surface integral I need to calculate. So మనం కనుక్కోవాల్సినటువంటిది surface integral ఇది కనుక్కోవాలనుకున్నాం. So this is what in I'm sorry. This is what in x-axis, y-axis. This is the y-axis. This is the x-axis, and this is the z-axis. when the same I project, so this is the integral, this is the surface. ఈ సర్ఫేస్ యొక్క ఏరియా మనం కనుక్కోవాలి. నేను ఏం చెప్పిన, లెటెస్ట్ ప్రొజెక్ట్ ఇంటూ దిస్ ds ఇన్ xy ప్లేన్. సో ఎప్పుడైతే మనం xy ప్లేన్ లోకి మనం ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేస్తామో, then when I project into xy plane, okay, so I need to calculate this surface area. This surface area. For that purpose, we am taking a small element ds. So when I project this here, then what I'll get? So this is the dx, and this will be the dy. So this area is easy to calculate. This area is simply, so d I am taking. This is simply dx dy in xy plane. If it is in yz plane, and dy dz. ఓకేనా. సో ఇదే మనం ఇంతవరకు చెప్పుకుంది వాట్ ఇస్ ద ప్రొజెక్షన్స్ అని. సో ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేస్తాం, ఇక్కడ ఈ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ మనకి ఎలా వచ్చేస్తుంది, సపోజ్ ఈ సర్ఫేస్ ఇచ్చారు, ఈ సర్ఫేస్ యొక్క ఇంటిగ్రేషన్, సో దట్ ఈస్ సర్ఫేస్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ f డాట్ n cap ds will become, so in xy plane it is f dot n, ds will become dx dy divided by n cap dot I cap, sorry, n dot k cap యూనిట్ వెక్టర్. ఓకేనా, చాలా సింపుల్ గా మనకు ప్రాబ్లం సాల్వ్ అయిపోతుంది. సో ఆర్ అదర్వైజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ డిఫికల్ట్ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ హియర్, దెన్ వాట్ వీ నీడ్ టు డూ, వీ నీడ్ టు యూజ్ ద 2 పారామీటర్స్ యూజ్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. లైన్ ఇంటిగ్రల్ లో ఒక పారామీటర్ తోటి మనం ప్రాబ్లం సాల్వ్ చేసేటోళ్ళం, ఇక్కడ 2 parameters తీసుకొని మనం ప్రాబ్లం సాల్వ్ చేయాలి. సో టు అవాయిడ్ దట్, సో వీ కెన్ యూజ్ సింప్లీ ఇన్ దిస్ మేనర్. ఓకే, ఫైన్. సో లెట్ us see, I have even few more diagrams that will explain you even more clearly so what is actually the situation. So you can see this diagram. So in this diagram also it is very well explained to you. So very well explained to you, see here. So this will be the surface area we need to calculate. When I take the projection, it becomes very simple, that is dx dy. So this projection method will help you, like projection is important. Projection of the given surface area, so into any one thing is important. Projection of the given area into xy plane will help you a lot, or yz plane or zx plane, anything. So instead of directly calculating, we'll use this projection technique. Okay, fine. So like that you can also search in the website. There are many images are there. I also downloaded from the website only. Okay, fine. So I'll take some sums. So when I take the problems, then you will understand clearly then what is it is actually. Okay, fine. Okay, students, we'll take some examples. You can understand clearly what it is actually. Okay, so let us take the examples. So let us take a problem. The problem as follows. Evaluate integration of, that is surface integration, f dot ds, where f is equal to 18zi minus 12j plus 3yk. Okay, and surface S is given as, S is a part of the plane 2x plus 3y plus 6z is equal to 12, located in the first octant. So we need to evaluate the surface integral of the vector field f is equal to 18z I cap minus 12j cap plus 3yk across the area that is defined by a plane which is located in the first octant. Okay, so let us see. First we will see the plane is given as, so 2x plus 3y. So I can draw the graph of it. X-axis, y-axis and z-axis. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is z-axis. So they have given the plane x is of 2 and y is of 3 and z is of 6. So the points will be located like this. This is the one point and this is the another point and this is the another point. So this is the point 2, 0, 0. The coefficient here 2. Here it is 0, 3, 0 and this is of 0, 0, 6. Now the plane equation as follows. It will be like this. Now you join this line. Now you join this line. Now you join this line. This is the given area. So this is what they have given for us. So we need to estimate this. So across this area we need to evaluate the force. The field is given. That field we need to evaluate across this area. Okay. So as usual I said, you take the projection in xy plane. So projection in xy plane. The projection in x, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. The projection in xy plane I'll indicate you like this. So this is the x-axis that came here and this is the y-axis that came here. The projection means this line, this part. This is the projection. The projection on xy plane only this much. This is the projection on xy plane. So that I can be drawn here like this. On y it is 0, 3, 0. On x it is 2, 0, 0. You don't need to add the z coordinate here. Anyway, z coordinate will be 0 here. So this is the straight line. So we need to evaluate this area now. Projected into xy plane. We need to evaluate this area. Okay. We need to evaluate this area. Sorry. Okay. Correct. So this is of xy plane. So we know very well in xy plane obviously z is equal to 0. So when we are estimating the x coordinate is ranging from, this is slices తీసుకుందాం. X coordinate is ranging from 0 to 2. Then y coordinate is ranging from 0 to, so here it is y. What is the y here? The y here is decided by this line equation. What is this line equation here? 2x plus 3y plus 6z is equal to 12 with z is equal to 0. When I substitute z is equal to 0, I have 2x plus 3y is equal to 12. So then I need y here. Obviously here y will become, so 12 minus 2x divided by 3. So this is the y. Okay, so that means we need to evaluate this integration in xy plane. X is going from 0 to 2 and y is going from 0 to, that is 12 minus 2x by 3. Okay. Okay. Yes, students, here I did a small mistake. Let us me correct that mistake. What is that mistake we did here? The mistake as follows. So here the equation we wrote wrongly. The equation whatever they have given, this equation, so this we need to write first will be like this: divide with the 12, then it will become x by 6, x by 6, then y by 4, and z by 2 is equal to 1. This is the equation. Once you write like this, then the coordinates of this will be 6 here, 6 0 0. This is 6, I'm sorry, this is 6 0 0. Then here it is 4, this is 4, then here it is 2, then it is so 6 0 0 0 4 0, then 0 0 2. When I project, this will become 6 here, this is 6, so this is 6 here, this will be 6 here, this will be 6, x equal to 0 to 6. Then obviously here also we did a mistake, then this will be 4 here, this is 4. Okay, so now it is clear. సో మీరు జనరల్గా లిమిట్స్ దగ్గర మిస్టేక్ చేస్తారు. మనకు ప్లేన్ ఈక్వేషన్ అంటే ఇలా రావాలి, ఎక్స్ బై ఏ ప్లస్ వై బై బి ప్లస్ జెడ్ బై సి ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 1 అయితే దెన్ ద ఇట్ విల్ బి సిచ్యువేషన్ విల్ బి లైక్ దిస్. సో ఓకే గాయ్స్, అర్థమైంది కదా? You see that what are the mistakes I did, because I wrongly assumed that here it is 1. Actually it is not 1 here, 12 is here. So to make it 1 here, so we have to bring in the form of x by a plus y by b plus z by c is equal to 1. Okay, okay, finally I bought it. Then I have drawn the diagram here, then clearly I have drawn the diagram here. Then what is the area when we project into projection on xy plane? Projection on xy plane, the projection on xy plane became like this, then and so on. So finally be careful with the limits here. So when we take the limits, so here limits you must be careful in xy plane, whereas we have taken in xy plane, in xy plane the equation whatever they have given, it will be 2x plus 3y is equal to 12. So clearly from the diagram, x is going from 0 to 6, y is going from 0 to, so 3y is equal to 12 minus 2x, so y is equal to 12 minus 2x upon 3. These are the limits. So the finally I need to calculate this integration. So f dot n cap ds, so this will become projection into xy plane. This is the projection into xy plane, f dot n, so dx dy divided by n dot k cap. So this is, so what is here n cap will be, here n cap will be is equal to that surface equation gradient of phi by, so gradient of phi. So where what is the phi they have given, where the given equation, that is phi will be is equal to 2x plus 3y plus 6z minus 12. This is, so this is very important guys. So this is what we need. So what is phi there? I have written what is phi here. Now first you need to calculate the n cap. So n cap కనుక్కోండి first. So n cap అంటే gradient of that function కనుక్కోవాలి. So gradient of that function ఎలా వస్తుంది? Gradient of phi u means it is dou phi by dou x I cap, so plus dou phi by dou y j cap plus dou phi by dou z k cap. So dou phi by dou x ఇది మనం చేస్తే obvious గా it is 2 I cap plus 3 j cap plus 6 k cap వస్తుంది. Now n cap will be gradient of phi divided by its magnitude, unit vector we required. So unit vector, that is the magnitude of this is square root of 2 square 2y plus 3j plus 6k, so divided by magnitude of this 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 6 square is 36, that is 49, it is coming as 7. So 1 by 7 into 2 I cap plus 3 j cap plus 6 k cap. So this is the finally what I get, n cap. So now once I know the n cap, we need now n dot k cap. So n dot k cap. So n dot k cap will come as 6 by 7 only with the k component. So therefore finally, so what is the integration of that force vector, field vector is simply in xy plane, that force vector f dot n cap dx dy divided by magnitude of n dot k cap. So here I need to calculate f dot n cap. The f vector they have given in the dot product, x component contributes with x and y components contribute with y, z component contributes with z. So f dot n I'll get, so here it is 1 by 7 anyway, common for both. Then there x component is 18z and here x component is 2i. So that is 36i, that is 36z. So here y component is 3, there it is 12. So minus 36, 12 into 3, 36. Then it will be, here it is 6 and there it is 3y, that is 18y. Okay, so you can pull out the f dot n cap. 6 common the end, 6 by 7, 6 6 ja, 6 6 ja, 6 2 ja. Okay, now everything I got. So now substitute here. So this will become finally integration f dot n is 6 by 7 into 6z minus 6 plus 2y f dot n వచ్చేసింది ఇది. Now dx dy అలాగే పెట్టండి, dx dy n dot k it is 6 by 7. So 6 by 7, 6 by 7 is cancelled. Then what is remaining for here? So 6z integration 6z minus 6 plus 2y. So with respect to x and y. So now I need to write z in terms of x. So z in terms of x will become, so that is 2x plus 3y plus 6z is equal to 12. Then z will become, so z will become, that is 6z will become, directly 6z will be 12 minus 2x minus 3y. Now I'll substitute this. So when I substitute this, what I'll have finally? So this will become integration of 6z plus 12 minus 2x minus 3y minus 6 plus 2y. So dx dy. Now you count the constant terms. 12 minus 6 is the 6 is the constant term. Then count for the x terms only, that is 2x. Now count for the 3y, that is minus y. So dx dy. Okay. So now first limits we need to be careful here. So when we put the limits, then we'll get everything here. Okay. So be careful. So what is we are getting, and here you check clearly once again the calculation. So when we check the calculation here, so I did mistake here. When I take the 6 common, 6 6 ja, 6 6 ja, 6 3 ja, this will be 3y. So that means finally then rest of the things will be correct, then it will come as 3y. So when I go further, so it will be 3y. So that means 3y will cancel. So 3y will cancel here. This 3y and this 3y cancel. This 6, and so that means this is no y here. No y here. So no y here. So now we need to integrate. So here you must be careful. So this will be is equal to integration 6 minus 2x into dx. So integration dy. So first we need to integrate y. Y is equal to 0 to, so in xy plane we have already written y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 12 minus 2x divided by 3. 12 minus 2x divided by 3. So here of course x will be going from 0 to 6. X will be going from 0 to 6. This is the big integration then. Okay, fine. This is 6 minus 2x. This is dx. And this is the integral. So then what I have finally here? So dy integration will come as 1. Upper limit and lower limit when I substitute here. So integration x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 6. So 6 minus 2x then upper limit and lower limit and I substitute. So upper limit will be 12 minus 3x upon 3, lower limit will be 0 into dx. So now 3 will come completely outside. We can multiply then integrate. So first multiply then integrate. So this 1/3 will be outside that of integration. Then integration is from 0 to 6, x equal to 0 to 6. So 12 6 is 72 first term. Then 12 2 is 24 minus 24x minus 18x plus 6x square. Integration with respect to x. Now if you count here, how many x are there? Minus 24 minus 18. So minus 24 and minus 18. So will come as 34 42. Okay. So integrate now. 72 integration will be 72x. 24 integration will be 24 into x, that is x square by 2 minus 18x square by 2 plus 6x cube by 3. Lower limit is 0 and upper limit is 6. Lower limit 0 only contributes 0. You need to put there. So that is 1/3 into, so here it is minus 42 by 2. 42 by 2, 21. So 72x minus 21x square plus 2x cube. So limits from 0 to 6. Substitute the upper limit. So when I substitute the upper limit, here it is 72 into 6. Here it is 21 into 36. Here it is 6 cube. 6 6 is 36. 36 into, next we have 6. 36 into 6 we have 216. It is of 216. It is 216. When I simplify further, what I'll get here? (72) into 6 is 432. 21 into 36, 756. 216. So when I simplify here, 1/3 into this and this will be added, subtracted from this. So 432 plus 216 minus 756 divided by 3. So before going to that, so once again you cross check everything. Okay. సో మీరు చేసేది ఎవరైనా చేసేది ఏంటంటే మిస్టేక్స్, ఇక్కడ సింప్లిఫికేషన్ మిస్టేక్స్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం మనం. ఆ సింప్లిఫికేషన్ మిస్టేక్స్ మనం అవాయిడ్ చేయగలిగితే దెన్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ విల్ బి క్లియర్ హియర్. సో వన్స్ అగైన్ I have 6 minus 2x into dx. When I integrate with 6 minus 2x, so it will be 12 minus 2x by 3. When I substitute upper limit and lower limit, it will be 12 minus 3x by 3. Okay. Even here itself we can simplify. Here 6 minus 2x, yeah, so 6 minus 2x will be here. 12 minus 3x by 3, I am taking 1/3 will be completely outside. 12 into 6, 72. So 3 into 6, 8. Yeah, 318x. Then 2 into 12, that is 24x, minus minus plus 3 into 2, that is 6x square. Then when I have here 24 and 18, 42. So when I integrate 72, I'll get 72x minus 24x square by 2 minus x square by 2, x cube by 3, 6x cube by 3. So then after that what I'll have? Yeah. 1 minute guys. So here you should be careful. You should be careful here with the limits. So here it is y 2 minus x by 3. So I put a little mistake here. So 12 minus 2x, here 12 minus 2x. It is 12 minus 2x. 12 minus 2x. Okay, 12 minus 2x by 3. Now again the simplification, 72 then 24x minus 12x, this is not 18, this will be of 12, this is of 12x, plus this is the 4x square, this is the 4x square. So now see, a small mistake is arisen, and all these things will be, we need to simplify again. So let us see, I'll erase at a time all this thing. So when I simplify further, yeah, sorry, that will be is equal to 1/3 into integration of 0 to 6 72 minus 36x plus 4x square into dx. Now when I integrate, it will be 72x minus 36x square by 2 plus 4x cube by 3, with lower limit is 0 and upper limit is 6. So 1/3 into 72 into 6. 72 into 6, I'll get 432 minus, so 18 into 36. 18 into 36, I'll get a 648. Here I'll get 6 cube, that is 216 into 4 divided by 3, I'll get as 288. Okay, now what I'll get here, 432 288 is 720 minus 648, I'll get as 72. 1/3 of 72, that is equal to obviously 24. So the integration obviously square units. So the answer will be 24 square unit. Obviously this is not as simple as you think. So little bit difficult also, because sometimes you may do the limits mistakes. Sometimes you may do the simplification mistakes. So mistakes can be any form, that can be erased, not an issue. So, but you need to understand first what we are doing in this problem. So let us see step by step what we did here. So the problem, in this problem, so they have given the surface equation as x by 6 plus y by 4 plus z by 2 is equal to 1, that is 2x plus 3y plus 6z is equal to 12. Then we need to calculate the flux, f, how this field will be associated with the surface. So now you have taken the diagram will be like this. Projection into xy plane, this is the projection into xy plane, this area we require. So that area again we have shown here. So limits will be careful, you have to place here. Limits is, so that is x is equal to 0 to x equal to 6, and y will be depending upon x anything, that is y is equal to 12 minus 2x by 3. Here it is easy to visualize, but every time it is not that much easy to visualize the diagram. Okay, so in xy plane we have written the limits. Then equation of the plane is 2x plus 3y plus 6z minus 12, that is the phi. Then once I know that surface equation, I can determine the normal. So the gradient of phi is normal to the surface at a given point. Then normal, unit normal is vector divided its magnitude. Then I simplified. Then during the simplification process, so we may commit mistakes here, but be careful. Okay, so this is the simple way of understanding the surface integral. Okay, fine, I hope it is clear. I'll take few more examples to understand. Okay, thank you.